Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Two farmers from Tamil Nadu, a gentleman called Kannaiyan, 72 years, and Krishnan, 66 years. A 72-year gentleman, 66-year-old gentleman, both farmers, they got ED summons last July 2023. ED summoned them. ED is supposed to deal with PMLA, which is money laundering. But this farmer got this summons, and the farmer, when they got the summons, they had 450 rupees in the bank. 450 rupees. 450 rupees in their bank. Let's talk about ED, let's talk about summons, and let's talk about what exactly is happening. Let's get right into the show. So like I said, Kannaiyan, 72-year-old, and Krishnan, 66-year-old, both got summons 400 rupees in the back. ED summoned them. ED is about PMLA, Preventive of Money Laundering Act. Case is closed now. ED closed the case. But let's talk about it. You see, Attur resident owned 6.5. They are Attur residents. Attur is a place in Tamil Nadu. They are Attur's residents. They owned 6.5 acres of land, and they were engaged in an ongoing dispute over agricultural land with G Gunashekar. G Gunashekar, mind you, is a senior leader of Bharatiya Janata Party, Salem East Wing. Bharatiya Janata Party state spokesman Narayanan Thirupathy said both Gunashekar and the brothers have filed complaints against each other, and that is for charges of land grab. Gunashekar was not available for comment. Achha. Now, ED went and raided this 72-year-old gentleman and this 66-year-old gentleman who had 600 rupees in their bank. 400 rupees in their bank. My apologies. 450 rupees in their bank. I am sorry. My apologies again. 450 rupees in their bank. I am too overwhelmed with this story. So, my apologies for making these mistakes. But 450 rupees in the bank, and these two poor farmers who must be thinking of, yaar, kal ka ration kaise kharidega? These two poor farmers were summoned, not booked, summoned for Preventive of Money Laundering Act by Enforcement Directorate. Look how funny it sounds. Achha, now the problem is, what is odd about all this is, it is not that it was a random case that two farmers were caught. These two farmers were summoned because these two farmers took panga with a BJP leader. BJP Salem East Wing leader, this leader's name was Gunashekar. The local BJP spokesperson said that, both had put cases against them, Baba. So it is not that this person put cases, both had put cases against them. But Gunashekaran's house, no ED went. No money laundering happened. 450 rupees bank balance, 66-year-old, 71-year-old, 72-year-old Kannaiyan, their house ED went. Sad part of the story. Now there was another thing. A lot of local activists also commented on the fact that in the letter, in the summons issued by ED, they had written the caste. They had written that Kannaiyan, 72-year-old, caste, Hindu, and Pallars. They had written the religion, caste, and all in the summons. Why are you writing caste and religion and Gotra and all in the summons? One didn't understand, but that is what happened. Okay, before I get into the other story, let me also tell you that what ED said. Wo bhi to bolna chahiye. You should see their end of the story also. You see, the ED, one ED official who did not want to be named, and I am quoting this from Hindustan Times, this ED official who didn't want to be named, he said that the matter has been blown out of proportion as the summons were almost 6 months old. Why are you blowing this out of proportion? Is what the ED the official said. He said that we had registered a Prevention of Money Laundering Act, like I told you, case in March 2022 against Kannaiyan and Krishnan based on a letter forwarded by Tamil Nadu Forest Department on July 12, 2021. The forest department case was related to killing of 2 wild buffaloes. This is becoming more and more interesting. 2 wild buffaloes under section 51 and 9 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which was scheduled offence. We have been taking up several wildlife cases lately in the line with court orders and Financial Action Task Force mandate to track wildlife cases, the officer said. Now, this is a regular procedure, is what he said. He said, we followed a regular procedure, said another ED officer. Regular procedure tha. Now, what I don't understand is Buffalo Preventive Money Laundering Act. I couldn't get the story. Buffalo. So, I am completely confused with this. Now, maybe there is some connection with Buffalo and money laundering. I don't know. But to my understanding, Buffalo and money laundering, wildlife, it's all over the place. So, that is where it stands. Buffalo, wildlife, ED, PMLA, and fight with BJP MLA or BJP leader. So, that's the story. Now, you have a buffalo, you have a wildlife department, you have a ED, and you have a BJP leader. Typical story, isn't it? So, anywhere where you take panga with BJP leader, like what Meenakshi Lekhi said, you take panga with me, घर पे आपके भी आ जाएगा ED.
और ये बात, अरे ED, एक मिनट, शांत रहो, तुम्हारे घर ना ED आ जाए.
So, whoever takes panga with anything to do with BJP, it looks like that. I am not saying that is the case. It somehow looks like that. So, you take panga with BJP leader and next day morning, ED knock. Okay. So, whether it is that you are into some buffalo problems or some, whatever problems, it doesn't matter. Whether you have 400 rupees in the bank, kal ka ration kaisa aayega, nahi malum, but ED aayega. That's for sure. You take panga with BJP. That is how it looks. ठीक है, चलो. Now let's talk little serious. You see, Enforcement Directorate is a very important investigative body in our system, in a country like ours, where we are a growing economy. And in our growing economy, we need a specialized body that looks into money laundering. There is no doubt about it. But what is happening is this money laundering department, it's a specialized department to tackle money laundering, that is Enforcement Directorate. It is almost taking or shaping up like the olden time Gestapo, which was set up by Hitler. It looks like that. It looks like a department that is there to attack anybody who in any form attacks Bharatiya Janata Party. Look at it. Look at it. Every opposition leader is into trouble one by one. I'll give you another example. You see, ED had gone with accompanied with CISF, that is Central Forces, to TMC MLA's house called Shah Jahan Sheikh. They had gone to this TMC MLA's house for raid. Mob gathered. They were attacked. A lot of ED personnel got injured. And they also managed to arrest State Minister Jyoti Priya Malik in connection to some scam last year. So Jyoti Malik was arrested, and while going to do raid on the Sheikh's house, there were mob who attacked ED. It's very unfortunate. ED is working for us. They are working to ensure, come to think of it, they are working for us. They are working for us. They are there to ensure that, let me rephrase what I said. They are supposed to work for us. They are supposed to work for us. And they are there to ensure that our money is not pilfered. But look at what they're seen as now. Look at what an ED image has reduced to. ED image has been reduced to a force that will be used, that will be triggered, that will be pushed the moment you go against BJP. The moment BJP wants it, the moment you oppose BJP, or the moment BJP wants you to quit your party and join theirs, you trigger ED. That's what it is reduced to. You see, all of us has seen this so many times. Be it Maharashtra, be it Jharkhand. Right now in Delhi, for all you know, Arvind Kejriwal may be arrested, could be arrested. Right now in West Bengal, it's happening anywhere. Now, again and again, I have again lot of people would write down saying that, तो क्या इनको छोड़ने का? भाई नहीं छोड़ने का. You should not. But the point is, how come only opposition or how come people who oppose Bharatiya Janata Party are under ED scanner? Are you saying that no Bharatiya Janata Party leader, nobody associated, some 9 or 10 crore member of Bharatiya Janata Party, none of these people have money laundered or have committed any crime? Is that what we are saying? Is that what we are saying? Is that true? And all the criminals are with the opposition. All the criminals, especially opposition who are vociferous, especially opposition who are getting stronger in their state, especially opposition who are getting stronger politically. All of the ED cases lies there. See, unfortunately, there are 3 things that I wanted to get to your notice. Number 1 is, like I told you before, I repeat myself. Using central forces to kill opposition means you are subverting democracy. You will not have democracy. You are not seeing the kind of opposition that you should be seeing around. Is purely because your central forces have been used to put the fear of God in the opposition. There is a limit that the opposition will not cross. You wait and watch and you see this till 2024. There is a limit that the opposition will not cross. There is a limit that the opposition will not oppose beyond, because they are scared. They are scared, and this kind of scare will ensure that we erode democracy from this country. Point number 1. Point number 2. Somebody attacking ED officers? Absolutely ridiculous. ED officers are working, technically working for the country, for our finances. If you convert a fairly good, strong, intelligent government department like ED into a Gestapo, the losers are Indians. The losers are us. Because ED is busy tackling political issues. Real issues are never coming to light. Political issues is what they are tackling. Number 3, the image of ED. You see, just because you're man at arms or you're police or you're whatever, you see, it is very important that there has to be a fantastic image that you create of yourself amongst people. If you see your local police releases a lot of ads and lot of programs, friends of police, etc., 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 you must be seeing a lot of those ads where they try to come close to you, where they say that, listen, don't fear us. We are working for you. We are serving you. CBI, they have conferences, they have press releases where they talk about how they serve the people. See, these forces need to be friendly with people, not anti-people. The imagery of ED is going anti-people, is what I meant. The imagery of ED is going anti-people. And that's not good for a fairly good department, which we have. So, by doing this, you are not only subverting the concept of democracy, which I have been saying, you are actually subverting the concept of Enforcement Directorate too. You've changed that department into something else. You have mutated that into something else. And finally, let all of this not be a joke, which it is now. You go against BJP, there's an ED force coming in. You speak against BJP, there's an ED thing coming in. You talk against, you are opposing BJP, there's an ED force coming in. You are more popular in your constituency, you get more and more popular in your constituency, chances are there's an ED force coming in. Let's not make a joke of this. That's actually not just making the joke of our democracy and the joke of the people like this Kannaiyan and Krishnan. You're making joke of India, the concept of India, the concept of Indian democracy. That's the point I wanted to make today. Let's see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.